both are my second episode I've recorded down here, so I'm still kind of
sick.
getting used to how everything is laid out. I feel a little on edge. I'm not quite comfortable in this space yet.
I like
Brother.
it.
But I'm with a couple people that make me feel very, very comfortable.
Oh, good.
So
this is our first time like doing like a formal like sit down podcast that's not like over a Zoom interview or something.
I know that I feel slightly awkward, but it's okay.
well, the world hasn't seen you yet. It's a surprise.
Correct.
Even though anybody that's watching or listening to this has seen the name of the episode, so we know what's going
and
on.
also, I have extreme ADHD, but like the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure dolls are like action
you just
action
noticed
figures,
that?
Action figures. I'm sorry,
Action figure. They're not a doll.
They're not-
They're action figures.
Dad, they're action figures.
Those are collectibles though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
This-
a flex. I put that in. You're just flexing on everyone now. Oh, it's not that crazy yet, but no, dude.
I'm a fan of things, and I got 2 human beings in this room.
Hello.
2/5 of a rock and roll band.
That's right.
A punk band, punk rock, pop punk,
Pittsburgh.
rock, pop, punk.
Pittsburgh's most
Hopefully slightly
handsome.
emo, maybe. Kind of.
Pittsburgh's most handsome pop punk band.
Crash Nebula's in the building. Make some noise for the fucking internet!
Hello, internet.
Hi, I'm Jake.
Yeah, introduce yourselves so people know your voices.
Go ahead, Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm 6 foot. I like long walks on the
Shut
beach.
the fuck up, dude.
And I play in a band called Crash Nebula.
I'm Nick. I play the bass, and this dude's a fool.
I want to thank you guys for popping by today to hang out and chat about life, love, and the pursuit of grumpiness in our local music scene and beyond.
I get the real story on how it happens around here.
I guess we could start with the boring stuff, and I suppose we'll find an interesting thread, and I'll yank on that motherfucker when we get there.
Oh,
How'd the band get started?
go ahead, Jake.
My old roommate and best friend Lucas, R.I.P. He saw me down in the dumps and being all sad and stuff, and he invited me over to hang out with him, recording Phrenolity, which is Shane's old band, our vocalist Shane's old band too. And I was just sitting there, and he told me that Shane wanted to do pop punk stuff for a long time, and I kind of just showed him some riffs that I had since I was like 19 years old. I just sat on them because I didn't have a band to really like do anything with, and we recorded the first song we recorded was Scold. We recorded Scold in just one take. Well, maybe not one take. I'm not that good, but and I just saw like Shane's wheel turning as he's like recording me, and it kind of just became clear like he was interested. And then we recorded Amorous that same night, and then we ended up dragging some more like really good friends into the group, and we just screwed around, made music, and we didn't know anybody in the local music scene at all. Like I was out of the scene for a while. I used to be in the band Maze Landing and Change Jar, but that was like I feel like years and years and years ago. I mean, it was. I mean, maybe only like 6, but maybe out.
That was before the pandemic. You were in those bands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Way before the pandemic. I can't even remember this stuff, but like reintroducing myself and meeting new people and stuff, it just made being in the band so much fun. And we got started out that way. And we actually played a show with Fine Ethel in West Side Bowl.
In Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Youngstown. Shout outs to West Side Bowl. Shout outs to Nate. Big
Hell
dog
yeah. I fucking love you, Nate, if you're listening.
They got good pizza there.
And that was a really fucking good show, too.
Yeah. Dude, it was
and shout outs to Find Ethel, of course.
And shout outs to Find Ethel, our fucking boys.
Yeah.
What's up?
They are the boys, though, because they introduced us to a lot of other people, like at the Lawrenceville Distillery, distilling. And we met Brian.
Yeah, we're skipping over a whole lot here, but yeah, that's the basic backstory is Jake and Shane founded the band. Shane, our singer, because Shane had been trying to do a pop punk project, I believe, like prior to this, and it just wasn't shaken out until him and Jake got together, and they were like the Lennon and McCartney songwriter duo. So like all those early Crash Nebula songs was like a lot of them. And then
I call Paul McCartney. He can be John Lennon.
Yeah, you know it. You get it.
He can be John. Sorry.
You get the lore. And I didn't know them.
Though, so
but the point I didn't know them is what I'm trying to say. I didn't know them, and their guitar player Mitch, he used to put on shows out in their hometown in Vandergrift, PA, and he asked my ska band. I was in a ska band, and I was like, "Why are they asking to play with us?" Whatever. But I was just telling him the story before we came over here. So like out in Vandergrift, PA, you know, like nobody knows anybody from out there. You know, the AK Valley is like it's a group of people that like they'll come into Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh won't go to them. So it's like you have to know one of them. And I had known Nullity like a long time ago. Like when I was in college, I was a really big fan of their music, but I was only ever like friend or acquaintances with Lucas. Lucas is the only one I knew like personally, but I did not know that about Lucas. That's sick that he did that. Lucas is basically the reason for this band in the first place.
Yeah,
we can get more into it later. But basically, I was a big fan of the band from just like listening to their live music, right? So the show that my band played with them, I wasn't expecting the show to like be very good because it's in fucking Vandergrift, PA.
It wasn't good. We sucked. Like we were not a good band.
And it was like, it was like a repurposed church. It used to be a church. There was like a really big space for like a local show.
It's called the Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they came on stage after we played and just like blew my mind because they sounded a lot like my favorite band, which is The Story So Far. And so that's the first time I had ever like heard any band like sound even close to like that. And so I was hooked immediately. So I had just actually come off a tour with my other ska band, Stacked Like Pancakes. So I had been sitting through like lots and lots of local bands night in and night out. And like nothing had stood out to me to this point up until Crash Nebula.
Yeah, cool.
So I was like, oh shit, this is awesome. So I kind of followed them for a while. And then my own projects were kind of fizzling through, but I was still like, I was getting into booking local shows at the time with Good Vibe Booking. I had just joined them, and that's how I booked the Youngstown show with Find Ethel and Crash Nebula and a bunch of Youngstown bands, and I put some Go for the Gold was on that. Shout out Go for the Gold.
Shout out Go for the Gold.
And shout out Go for the Gold. Shout out Josh Havanek.
Josh Havanek, yes.
We graduated high school together. We went to school together. We were next to each other in the yearbook all through school.
Yo,
he makes you feel good whenever you talk to him. You're like, oh, dude, stop.
Yo, that is such a small world piece of lore right there, brother. Oh my! I was just telling for the podcast folks listening. I was just telling Brian, my roommate Brad has known Brian since what age? Junior high school, basically?
We've known each other a really long time. We actually had a stint, like a 2 or 3 year period where we were in a Facebook relationship with each other.
Oh my, that's right. He did tell me that. Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. I have never, yes.
Facebook relationship with the homie.
And that's a really funny, just like, I don't know, like 6 degrees of separation type of thing, because like Brad Bernazzi and Josh Havanek are in very different worlds.
Yes.
But it all does come together.
The older you get,
good people find each other. Good,
correct.
The older you get, the smaller the world is.
Oh, totally.
Is what I'm learning as I'm approaching my
Either the
30s,
smaller the world gets, or the older we get. There's less and less of us that are willing to keep doing this stupid shit.
My body hurts, brother.
we're the ones left, standing at the end of the battle, dude. That is fucking crazy though. So anyway,
but yes,
Josh Havanek, my boy.
They're the most talented band in Pittsburgh.
They're so talented, and so we are all friends like from that night, and which is crazy that all these Pittsburgh guys made friends with each other in Youngstown, Ohio, and then we're just like, all right, we're gonna be boys from now on. So like. Crash Nebula like didn't really have like a friend group of bands until that night. And then from there on, like
they were all metalheads. I was the only non-metalhead in
correct.
In that band. Every other member of that band were in hardcore bands or loved hardcore or loved metal, and I was just the softie. Just like, hey, how about these riffs? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, still to this day, most of our friends are in hardcore bands, but like, and you hear it in our music. You can hear it in our music that like we're at least adjacent to like hardcore bands. The same way that like
Harry definitely made us sound adjacent.
Correct, and like Koyo and like No Pressure are not hardcore bands, but they play with hardcore bands.
They get the pass.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm not hardcore, that's how. So maybe I shouldn't even say that, but
I hope we get a pass from hardcore people one day. The Crash Nebula did play a hardcore festival one time.
Oh yeah, we are officially hardcore. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're hardcore.
Yeah,
we're hardcore.
We're a hardcore band. We have the pass.
I think in modern times, 2026, I think what is and isn't hardcore is really dependent on the energy that you bring in a live environment. I don't even necessarily think like the style of music is 100% dependent.
Oh yeah.
I think that there's a lot of room to play with style wise. And I've seen your band play several times, and I do think you have the energy of a hardcore band.
I agree.
Without necessarily writing hardcore songs.
Well, watching all my best friends be in these sweet, like sick beatdown bands, you know what I mean? It's just like, I wish I could have that energy in major key, you know what I mean? like I don't know.
Major key.
I only know the major and minor key. I don't know any other music.
We get people who two-step and circle pit, and like they do the same kind of, you know, shit that they do in hardcore crowds. And you know, there's people hardcore dancing to our music. We had one person crowd surf, but that was only because I asked him to for a music video.
Dan was actually hanging out. Me and Dan were hanging out last night at Urban Doctors practice. My other band, Urban Doctors.
Dan Falk from Main Street Detour and a bunch of other bands. Shout out Dan Falk.
Yeah, he's just the scene drummer at this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but we were actually checking out the music video that we shot last Monday, and the shot of him getting carried.
Yeah,
he loved that. You know. We love Dan.
We just filmed a music video. That's the whole purpose of us coming on this podcast, is just to basically like say hi, we're Crash Nebula to like the internet, because we don't have like a whole lot of this going on.
Yeah, I mean, in general, there's not really a whole lot of this type of stuff on this end of things in the Pittsburgh music scene. There never really has been. It seems like every once in a while somebody pops up doing something, whether it's a blog or a podcast or something, but they don't seem to stick with it.
Right.
And trust me, I fucking get it. This is a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
I
imagine.
I commend you, brother.
In a very transparent moment. It's so funny. I like took all the effort to set all of this stuff up, which was fun. I got everything working. It's like, all right, now it's time to start messaging people. And the second I had to start messaging people and booking episodes again, I was like, I fucking hate this.
Fuck yeah.
That's like the stuff that I don't like doing, you know?
I feel like you're
but you have to do it.
Passing a speech check, like you're just 5 skill points shy.
But you got to do it. Luckily, I had there was like a collection of people who had reached out previously. So I was like, well, at least I don't got to think about who wants to be on the show. I'll just reach out to the people that
there you go
had previously reached out. We'll start there. And
it's like sales leads, man.
Yeah.
You're working them. Well, good for you, man.
This is awesome.
Yeah, and I was also saying before we were recording, like, I like this room better than your old room because it's so much more visually stimulating for my ADHD ass.
Yeah, this is my aesthetic. This is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm digging this a lot.
So anyway,
you're gonna see me looking just at this the whole interview.
So I had been friends with the guys for a long time, and I took them on tour. I booked tour dates with them and our friends Main Street Detour. And I wasn't like in the band though. I'd always be like in the front row, like pointing, doing the angry finger point and singing all the words, like with no intention of ever joining the band, right? Like I was always just like, oh fuck yeah, Crash Nebula is awesome, good for you guys. I want you to go. And then needed a bass player one day. And
he was the first person I met. Like I messaged. Like whenever the vacancy happened. Whenever Shane stepped down,
the spot filled up.
Yeah, I literally was at work in my work truck on lunch, and I was just like, "Hey, Nick, like, by chance?" Like, and immediately within 5 minutes, he messaged me back, and I was
I was like, "Yes, right away," because I'm not one to like join bands, but like I had liked this band's music a whole lot, and now I've kind of like taken it on, you know, as my own.
And as a kid who grew up playing ska bass, like I watched him play ska bass. And I was just like, I can trust him. Like I can trust you with some bass lines. You know what I mean?
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was a big ska kid growing up.
Ska sucks, dude.
It's
ska revival is
the
cool,
worst
stupid
music
fuck
in the world, and I love it.
The bands are only in it for the bucks.
I don't think ska is the worst music in the world. I think it's one of the most misunderstood subgenres
it is.
of rock
no,
music.
It is. I say that so jokingly. Like,
I know.
I still catch myself when Real Big Fish comes on the shuffle. I'm just like,
brother,
turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. Let me tell you, as a touring ska musician, ska fans fucking love ska, brother. It's the best cult following, I think, in all of music genres.
Well, there's something to be said. I think a lot of like subgenres like ska or juggalos or like dad rock, Creed, Stained, those types of bands, Nickelback. Yes. They have the craziest fan bases, even though they're simultaneously some of the most
and
hated.
And growing up in Western PA, you're exposed to all of those.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Everywhere. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, like, Western PA is a crock pot of nothing but juggalos, dad rock, and a little bit of ska.
Like if you didn't smoke, if you didn't smoke shitty weed in your friend's basement, and your friend went, "Hey, did you hear this song?" and he plays the worst song you ever heard from ICP. Like, you're not from Western PA.
Correct.
Me. I don't know.
Do you ever have FUBAR on this show? Do you know FUBAR?
I know who they are, but I don't know them personally. And with that being said, no, I have not had them on the show.
Okay, band, right?
Anthony Sarnelli. Yeah, shout out my boy Anthony Sarnelli.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody knows who Anthony Sarnelli. Like we were just talking about how people we know. That was Anthony Sarnelli for the longest time.
I went on a couple of dates. This was years ago. This is when I was on Tinder and like single and stuff.
Anthony, I'm sorry if you're listening.
Within 3 years, I went on like 3 dates. You know what I mean? Once a year, and every single time I got to know the person I'm on a date with. They would always be like, "Oh, you know Anthony?" And I'm just like, "How?" After the third time, I literally wanted to call him like, "Dude, what do you like? What do you want? Dude, how do you know everybody?" I wanted to call him and say, "Dude, you're the shit."
Yeah,
dude. Sarnelli could run for mayor. I love you though, Sarnelli. Shout out Sarnelli. Yeah,
He's the common denominator in my dating life, which is crazy.
He's the common denominator in a lot of local band lore, but anyway, his band FUBAR. That's They are their fan base is all of those guys that you just mentioned. Yeah. The juggalos, the potheads, the dad rocks, all of those people.
Yeah. Don't forget the juggalettes too.
Correct. The FUBAR has encapsulated that exact, like the people who go to Nelson Ledges. You know what I mean? Sure, yeah. That crowd of people loves FUBAR. And they nailed it. Shout out FUBAR, my fucking boys.
They're great live too.
Yep.
They're great live. Every ska band in Pittsburgh that I've seen, like the Book Club especially.
Shout out the Book Club.
Yep. I mean, Stack Like Pancakes kind of sucks, but like, I mean,
we're not a Pittsburgh band though, so
thank God.
No. Jake, why don't you talk into the microphone, brother? You're like,
sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable.
You're like a mile away from it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like nervous.
The
and
whole
awkward.
First half of the podcast, no one's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?"
I do.
This guy has historically like bad luck on podcasts because we did one like on a Zoom. And his phone, I don't know what happened to it, but the audio on his phone was so fucked up.
I was running off of PS2 graphics, like prime PS2 graphics.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it looked bad. And Dan from Alley Run made fun of my facial expressions because it went from like a clear, concise shot of Nick like talking, and then it was just me on a phone like.
I was really hoping that this was going to go well because this is so nice looking and like we in our mind, like nobody watches this, but we do know that our friends watch this shit, and they fucking grill us for shit that we say. Like they're just waiting for us to say something stupid that they can clip right now.
I'm fucking terrified.
So, what do you think is like the worst possible thing you could say right now?
Oh,
I mean, within a polite context.
I grew up in the AK Valley. You don't want to ask me that. I know what the worst. I've heard the worst things.
We can get into some tour stories if you want.
Shane broke this girl's toilet in Detroit.
I knew exactly where this was going.
I wanted to put it on record right now because it's a highly debated topic.
Strap in here, Brian. Strap in here, chat.
I'm not going to tell the whole story, but like
tell your side of the story. Shane's not here. He was gonna be here, but he couldn't be here, and we were gonna like, but he's not here to tell his side.
No, I wanted to yell at him over the podcast and like lay it down. No, he pushed too hard on this girl's handle, and I remember waking up.
First of all, back context here. We're in Chicago. We're staying at this girl's house. She's a fan of the band through like our Twitter feed or something like that.
Oh no, I don't even think she knew us at all.
Never mind. She wasn't even see. We're not even that far. She was at a different show that night. Like
she was just being really nice and telling you that. Probably
she was just like, she's like, yeah, you guys can stay with us, but like the apartment was small and like our drummer and our guitar player Mitch were sleeping in the van because it's Chicago. So like.
Oh, Chicago, not Detroit.
You don't. It was
I mixed
Chicago.
It up. Yeah,
well, either way. I mean, like you try to have one person sleep in the van because if it gets broken into overnight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like they were both sleeping in the van, and fucking it was myself, Shane, our photographer Joe, and him.
Mean Joe, shout out Mean Joe.
Shout out Mean Joe.
Yeah, shout out Mean Joe in this girl's living room. I don't even know what her name.
To be honest, I forget. I'm sorry if you're watching.
I'm so sorry.
She probably just forgot we existed because I neglect our Twitter. I'm sorry.
Anyway, we had a long night. Like we played a house show that night, so it was like we kind of went a little hard. But so we were like ready to go to bed, and whatever. they were just like, she was just like blasting this music. Like she was just like, she would not go to bed.
We ended up going to bed. It was like 2:00. And I just remember laying there and I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. And Shane gets up and goes to the bathroom because I know it was him who got up because he kicked me in the head.
Okay,
how we were sleeping.
This is where the story gets disputed here. By the way,
broke the toilet.
This is the moment.
It's not. It shouldn't even be disputed. I'm still mad about this because he broke the toilet handle. And I remember me and Joe went in and used the bathroom, and he tried to flush it. He was like, "Oh shit," and he walked out and just laid down. And I got up and I saw the toilet handle just dangling there. I had to hold everything in for hours. And I woke up Mitch, who is thank God a plumber.
Her shit was broken.
Yeah, her shit.
Somebody broke her shit.
It was obviously Shane. I know this because I'm laying there mad for like 4 hours.
Shane is adamant.
I'm laying there full stop, like ready to explode. Like I had to wake up Mitch, and we drove to a hardware store in Chicago, and he fixed the toilet handle. And
Shane is watching this right now in the future, screaming at his phone.
I'm not telling him I'm talking about this.
Screaming at his phone.
Me and Shane, like. We love each other.
Because Shane is adamant that he did not break that girl's toilet. He's adamant that actually, it's the other way around. He is adamant that Jake broke that girl's toilet.
Oh.
And it was already broken by the time he went in there. So he was like, no, Jake, you broke the toilet.
At that point.
And so they've been having this year-long, this was like a long time ago, by the way. And
did anybody talk to the host about this?
No. Actually, Mitch.
Or was this like fixed, like road?
Okay.
By 8 a.m., the toilet handle was fixed. And
correct.
We just left because
they went to a plumbing supply store, bought the piece for it, came and installed it. Mitch did it because
she said it was still a little loose after we left, and Mitch was mad about that. He was just like, "Dude, I put that on just fine." I don't know,
but
I'm still mad about it with Shane. Like
the toilet, we fixed the girl's toilet. Mitch fixed it,
and we know. Did anybody experience the toilet working?
It was fine for me.
After Mitch fixed it, that's when I got to experience it. Like, thank God.
Prior to the toilet being broken.
I do remember getting up at least once that night to piss, and it was fine for me.
It's probably you all along, and you're just like, just behind the scenes, just like, this is called.
Or I brought this up too. Every time they have this argument, I bring up this possibility, right? Because they're so certain that it's the other one. I'm like, what if it's neither one of you? What if we were asleep, she got up in the middle of the night, and she broke it because it had been probably like fucked up for a long time?
That's what I'm saying.
And this was her whole plan. Dude, she got this whole together. She's like, I heard there's a plumber in this band.
This is the only thing that's the drawback in that idea, because I heard it work before she went to bed.
You believe crazier shit than that, bro.
Brother. Listen, man, I don't know. I have a really good drunken high memory. If I can say that on this podcast, hopefully, but I mean, I just did, but it doesn't really matter. But like, trust me, I know the stupid shit Shane does. I can call him out on it, but I'll never see the fruit of that labor. You know,
I don't think you guys were as drunk that night, too. I think that was the least.
She was pouring a shot.
No, because he didn't drink that night. I remember because he got so drunk in Dayton the night before.
He did get drunk in Dayton. He did get drunk.
That he just didn't drink at all.
We have made a pact as a band, starting this year, to never drink before a show.
I don't drink.
Is that your band's New Year's resolution?
No, I just made that up right now because I'm thinking about me doing it.
We didn't make a pact. Jake just made it up in his head right now.
Yeah, that's just me. Like, yeah, we're doing that.
It's never gonna be the way. I don't drink, so it's like it's never an issue for me. I drive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But that's it.
After I play, and if I don't have to drive, I'm enjoying myself.
Correct.
Not like overdoing it, but you know what I mean.
They will. Crash Nebula is like well known for drinking Miller High Life. I don't know if
Mitch started that. Mitch started a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of our like visual aesthetic is based off of Mitch, who just stepped down as our guitar player this year.
Yeah, now we have the fun personality.
And now, we do have a new guitar player, though. We do have a new guitar player. His name's Zach Etheridge. He plays bass in a band called My Favorite Liar. He was the drummer in that ska band I was in called Solios. Mm-hmm. He was a guitar player in a band called Lotus Kid, a really good pop punk band back in the day.
Yep.
And it just like made sense because he filled in for me on bass while I was on tour.
And he was going to fill in for us on drums. So he already learned the set twice.
So he learned all of our songs on 3 different instruments. And then we finally let him into the band after the after the third one.
I couldn't, even if we did find the
He's
best
killer,
guitar
though.
player in the absolute world, even then I'm like, dude, I can't do this to the man.
Yeah, I was really bummed to not have Mitch anymore, but like there's a little bit of relief at least to have Zach. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And Zach's like my longtime homie too. So it's like I've known Zach longer than I've even known anybody in Crash Nebula. So it's like I get one of my longtime homies. You know?
Yeah, I had a list of people that I was thinking of asking.
Shout outs to Mitch though. The band would not be the band without Mitch.
It would
Mitch,
not. It wouldn't be the same.
Okay, so we had like this
all.
custom like term. We just say it's so stupid. I don't know how he started it. He just started saying it one day. He goes, "Skull yeah, brother," in lieu of like "hell yeah, brother" or "fuck yeah, brother." What did he get it from? Something like
no, that's just him.
He just says that.
He just does that.
I think because like at the time we were posting a lot of like skull memes. Do you see those memes of like the skulls holding the guns? Yeah, that kind of shit. So I think I want to say that's kind of how it. I don't know, but he coined the term. It's like
Walmart skull T-shirt. Screw you liberal over it. Hilarious to us.
Every time you say skull,
humor, we are literally 10 years old.
Correct. All the like high school dick joke humor that you hear us, like that's all, you know.
We could use more dick jokes.
We have kind of like absorbed Mitch's whole personality because it's such a big personality into the rest of us. So it's kind of like we got to like hold on to it, you know, to keep him in the band a little bit.
We got to hold on to it, but also we got to come up with personalities now. And
yeah, we got to do our own thing now.
It's not going great, as you can clearly see.
We're not very good at being original. Mitch was the original guy.
Yeah, shout out Mitch. He wrote bangers too.
He is in another band called Threaded, and they're like a shoegaze band.
Yeah.
And so Crash Nebula and Threaded put out this split EP, and like literally just the cover art is a picture of Mitch that
best photo I've ever taken in my whole life. I will still brag about
Jake
that
just
photo
took with his phone, and it's Mitch like on the back of a Harley with his shirt off, just looking like super
with
sexy.
The Vandergrift Bridge in the background where me and him grew up. You know what I mean? And it's just like a perfect shot. And he just looks sick with the tattoo and everything. And the funny part is that's my best friend. That's our best friend Pat Bouch's Harley.
Yeah,
that he rode there and was like, "All right, Mitch, get on." And Mitch just got on, and I was like,
"Just for the picture." Yeah, and that became, and like they were taking a bunch of pictures, right? And then you took just one.
I feel bad for Kelsey, Mitch's girlfriend, because she was taking all these awesome photos, and I just one shot at it, and I just saw Pat's face. He's like, "Oh, this is the one," and she just like,
man,
because she was taking great photos too, but I just saw it.
She still has those great photos.
Yeah,
I mean they're on file somewhere.
Yeah,
Mitch never looks bad though. It's like that is the biggest loss of the band is how fucking good looking Mitch was.
Zach doesn't bring down the handsome boy ratio, thankfully.
Yeah, Zach is a very handsome boy. However, I think like
I needed someone else in the band with a beard.
When it came to like we were the most handsome band of any pop punk band in Pittsburgh. Mitch carried like I would say 60% of that.
God forbid we get another skinny white guy to join the band. We needed Zach.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Well, we're all white guys, so
I mean,
yeah.
Some of us are bigger than others. But
oh, come on now, Jake. He's just being silly now.
I'm being silly.
Anyway, enough about
silly
us.
Little goose.
Enough about us, Brian. What about you?
What about me? This is your hour.
We're just rambling at this point.
How was your childhood? Did you grow up okay?
Not particularly.
Same. Hey, that's why we're here, baby. All right.
So, what you are talking about, while it may come off as rambling, to me, as an outsider to your world, it seems like this band and what you're doing is kind of like, this is going to be a little bit corny, but I'm going to say it anyways, living some sort of a dream in the sense of like, why do we do this? We've done this the majority of our lives. There's other things that we could be doing, but why are we doing this? It's for those moments of like, oh, like capturing a photo of my friend on a Harley or playing these shows or breaking some random stranger's toilet in Chicago. Yes. These moments I think are the things that really, at least for me, that like keep me doing this. And the only way to get those moments, to get more new stories to tell,
just to do it.
Is to keep fucking doing it. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
No, I completely agree with that.
I couldn't have said that any better myself.
Yeah, honestly, like I love playing music, and I wanted to do this since I was a kid watching Angus Young play live at Donington on a DVD that I got for my 10th birthday. Thank you, Dad. But no, seriously, that was like the shining moment for me. But like ever since I was a kid, I wanted to do it. And the more people I met in the AK Valley music scene, like through like bands like Leota or Hometown Advantage or any of those awesome, amazing bands that influenced me so much, like I got to learn and like learn how to be social with these people and learn how to like just learn to be yourself, around these people. And like they really just take you in, and you discover how much you love the music scene and how much it loves you in turn, and you just develop that way. And I always wanted to do it, and it's a lot of work and it's a lot of pain in the ass stuff, but like you want to do it because you want to do it, you know what I mean? Yeah. And the moments are just something that just says, yeah, this is why I keep doing it, you know what I mean? And you're absolutely right. Like
I agree. Dude, last week, we played at Bottle Rocket to film our music video. And Shane pointed it out to me actually after our set. He was just like, yo, did you see those kids singing all the words to All Along, which is like a deep cut song of ours, right? That we play live. It's like a super sad, like slower song.
I don't know with our catalog we can say we have deep cuts yet.
I don't know.
Hopefully by the end of the year
it's a way lesser, you know what I mean? No one ever knows that song.
Sure.
And we didn't know who those people were.
I barely know that song.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Fuck, I barely know that
there
song.
You go. And they like knew the words and they were singing along. And we're like, that felt really good because like we don't know those kids. That means like they saw us at another show probably play that song and they probably looked it up on their phone and they're like, fuck, I want to go see them play that song live again. And they came and they did that. And there's more and more people like that every single show that we play in our hometown.
Hell yeah.
Which feels really fucking good.
It's been a slow rise over the last like year and a half. Like we played Millville Music Fest before Nick joined the band. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize how many people were like there just to see us.
There had to be at least 200 people there.
Like just like the full stack of the stage because we're at the Lumberjack stage, and
on
that was pretty much cool. And then there was a ring of people out, and I remember like in the middle of the set, I just like actually like okay, and like looked instead of looking straight down and try to get into the mode and shit. And I looked out and I was like, oh no, there's like people here.
Fuck ton of people were there.
And the rest of the band after that day, we kind of looked at each other differently. We kind of were like, hey, people are like. Liking
care.
Us. And
correct.
It kind of made me feel like, I mean, all bubbly and good and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Like it felt really good.
I really, unfortunately, I think for a long time, put myself in the headspace of being like, I play in an underground band. Nobody knows who my band is. Whatever. I'm having fun with my friends. As we're talking about, let's have fun with each other.
Correct. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I'm going to tie some points together that you two have talked about from my perspective. One, drinking during shows. And two, people knowing words to your songs that you're not expecting. I'm going to tell a story that involves both of these things from my perspective that I learned a lot from. So Gray Walker was playing a show in Morgantown, West Virginia. So not even in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just a show that we were playing with some other bands.
1, 2, 3 Pleasant?
Yeah, Pleasant.
Yep.
And we're playing a song and like I'm just fucking whatever, kind of doing the vocals.
Yeah,
whatever. In my head, the show's fine. We filmed the show.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the footage weeks later. And there's some dude like at the front of the stage. I don't know who the fuck this person is, but he's like mouthing the words. And then like I'm watching him get confused because I'm fucking shit up because I'm drunk. And it made me feel like such a fucking loser. I was like, I am never drinking at a fucking show again because like this could be the one fucking person in another state that knows the words to some shit that my fucking band has. and I'm just like throwing it away to drink some fucking whatever, like
because you didn't think anybody was going to care.
Totally.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
Yep. If one person cares, that's all it takes, dude.
That's real. You just gave me severe bad flashbacks. Like oh no.
And like that's the thing is like, I think it's so easy the way the world moves right now to be like,
oh, the stories the next day, you always watch them and you're like, I could have hit that note better.
That, or just like to feel like there's so much going on, nobody could be possibly paying attention to me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel that.
Everybody's posting stuff. Every fucking celebrity and politician has a podcast. Every comedian has a podcast. Why would anybody listen to mine?
Right.
That type of shit. Everybody's in fucking bands. Who would like my band? But the fact is, like, okay, maybe I don't have 10,000 people listening to my podcast. Mm-hmm. There aren't 1,000 people at your show, but maybe we got 100.
Yeah.
And that's still not nothing. If there was 100 people in this room right now watching us talk, that would feel fucking insane.
That would feel good.
I've seen 100 people crowd scumbags and they Trona back when I was a young 18-year-old kid. Yep. And like, I remember the feeling that 100 people all had at the same time. And that just, it just sticks with you, man. You always just remember that. And we're chasing the dragon still. I had a kid that I used to work with at Restano's Heating and Cooling back when I was driving an old box truck around. I had an 18-year-old kid look at me because I'm playing Title Fight, I'm playing Basement, and he was like, "What band was that?" And he starts looking it up, and he was like, "I'm gonna take this home and like listen to it." And it's just like, the kids are okay. You know what I mean? Just like, it just makes you feel good, man. Like, thank God, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he exists. Despite the powers that be best efforts, we are all still human for the time being. Yeah. So I think music,
as of right now,
music being, you know, one of the few but many art forms that really like connects to the human spirit, connects to the soul. That's what makes good music good.
I agree.
I think as long as humans are still human, good music is going to resonate. Just take somebody like a vessel, somebody to be like, hey, check this out, because obviously the radio's not playing it.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, you don't even need radio or anything anymore. Like, I think, because I mean, I never had a MySpace, but all my friends did back when it first started, and that's when all the MySpace bands started happening and stuff, and like that kind of gave people the key to just do it themselves and whatnot. And you know what I mean? You don't have to go through all these hoops to just make a band anymore. You know what I mean? You can just do it. I mean, you could always just do it, but like you can just do it a lot yourself now.
We're going to be playing a really fucking big ass show in March on the 21st. It's Saturday at Squirrel Hill Sports Bar with Go for the Gold.
Cool.
And like I said, our best friend's Main Street Detour. The three of us are going to be representing Pittsburgh, and then we're going to get 3 Philly bands who are coming and play. So it's going to be a battle of PA kind of thing. We're going to go fun. Pittsburgh. It's going to be my cousin
Dusty
and my cousin's girlfriend's house and West Main.
Hell yeah.
And West Main's sweet. I'm excited for West
all really good friends of ours. Like all the bands are friends with each other. All bands have played with each other at least once. But like Go for the Gold was a band that like we had to get on. Like we had to get Go for the Gold because they're doing this right now.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like they're just here musically, and I'm just like,
and they get better
in the corner, like trying to take notes.
Every song they put out is better than the last one. So it's like that says something to me. So I know I'm really glazing Go for the Gold right now.
Oh, hardcore glazing. No, it's earned though. It's so earned. It's so earned, man. I don't care.
My favorite thing about the sports bar is when if you're in the room and you're looking at the stage, on the left-hand side of the wall, there's an old like Schlitz beer mirror.
Yeah.
And it just says try beers. It doesn't even say like try Schlitz. It just says try beers.
I know what you're talking about.
Any beer, whatever. Just try beers. Just try them out.
That's like my standing spot if I'm checking out a band. Like I just like sitting in the corner to actually like hear it and stuff. You know.
Every time I see that sign, I'm just like, I just love the simplicity of it.
Try beers.
Try beers.
We should get a picture in front of that next time.
I love Squirrel Hill Sports Bar, man. It's a really cool place, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Barry.
Yeah,
shout out Barry and Tessa.
Yeah, that spot is much needed. You know, we could certainly use a half dozen more like it. But you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm glad we at least have that one.
The owner came out at Barry, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he came over and just shook all of our hands after we got done playing, and like was just being real like cordial and cool with us. It was like kind of like, oh, I like this place. It was a good vibe, you know.
We had not sound like I'm bragging or anything, but we had also brought a lot of our friends to the show that spent exorbitant amount of money on alcohol there. Yeah. So we patronized the shit out of the place.
It's a law equal exchange for all the Full Metal Alchemist fans out there. Yeah. You know, like
that's one thing about us. Our friend group, we can party.
Equivalent exchange, whatever. It's been a while since I watched the show, but
actually, Sean from Old Neon, didn't he say that like he didn't want to be friends with us at first because he thought we were like insufferable.
Yeah, before you were in the band, we were shitheads. I'm not gonna lie, because we didn't like really think we were gonna do. I wanted to go as far as we can with the band, obviously, and I'm always thinking ahead and stuff, and that's been my position in the band forever, is the warrior, you know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
but we had personalities, man. Like Shane Rivero, Harry, were just such characters to have around in the band, and our vocalist Shane's a little quiet, but once you get to know him, once
he gets some alcohol in him, he's not quiet, brother.
No, he loves you. He loves you immediately, and he wants you to know that.
Yes,
but once you get to know us, we're just kind of simple, laid back dudes, but yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, we were shitheads, though. We were annoying. We were drunk, yelling stuff. We were yelling "Skull Yeah, brother" before anyone even knew us. You know what I mean? Just like
you were saying. Well, it goes back to what we were talking about before. Like this was just something you did with your bros, like for fun, just chugging beers and hanging out with your bros.
I didn't know
after a long week of work. You know what I mean?
I truly didn't know we were a good band until Dan from Molly Run. After we got done with our set at the Lawrenceville show that Fine Ethel hooked us up on, full circle coming back to my earlier point.
Yeah.
Dan from Molly Run was outside the bathroom and he was like, "Your band's really fucking good. Like, good job." And like walked away. And then I saw Mallory Run play and I was like, "Oh, they think we're good?
That band thinks we're good?"
Wow. I was like, "All right, cool."
I remember specifically seeing you at that, I forget what it was called, but it was at Spirit. Bands played upstairs and downstairs. It was like some
Holiday Hangover show.
Holiday Hangover.
Yeah, old Neon put that together.
Yeah. You played a very, very good set at that show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was with our old drummer, Harry. That was one of his last shows, too. Really fucking good drummer, Harry.
We loved the slot we played into because we were surrounded by really cool bands. Like Frame and Mantle were just so fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that band.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're killer.
Every band on that show was really fucking good. That was the show to be at. And like the downstairs, upstairs thing, I dug that a whole lot. I'm glad you liked us, man. I'm like, I saw you over there and I was just like, oh, that's Brad's friend. That he was like, because way back then he was saying, hey, you should go on the Sykes podcast, the Start the Beat podcast. And I was just like, yeah, I'll get around to it. Maybe I'll message him. Maybe I'll email him. And I just like, I never did. And then like, we're dropping this new shit, which I guess we could talk about a little bit before we go, but we're going to be writing a lot of new songs and putting out some new songs. So
hell yeah,
I want to
doing the band stuff.
Yeah, I just want to like have some promotional aspect for it. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm finally going to follow through in 2026. That's going to be my New Year's resolution. I'm going to follow through on things that I didn't do. And one of these things was like hit you up about your podcast.
Cool.
So I appreciate you having us on here.
Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate it, man. And now that we have like a solid lineup of like dudes who are fully invested and we're talking to each other every day, spitting ideas and we're making demos and like, I'm really excited to see what we have. You know what I mean? Like, because we released those 2 EPs back to back and then the split and then Weather's a single between them. And then, it came time to find a new drummer. We landed on my old best friend, Tyler. And when Mitch stepped down to take better care of his family and stuff, then, Zach stepped up and, now that we're kind of all talking and we're going to start rolling on all cylinders and start really recording and start putting some stuff together, like I really feel like the best is yet to come. And I feel like we can really do cool stuff. You know what I mean? And I just want to do it with my friends and I just want to do the thing,
We're having fun while doing it. It's the number one thing. It's just, we always want to keep it fun. The minute it becomes not fun anymore, we'll stop doing it.
Sure. So. And I think that when it's not fun for you, it's not going to be fun for anyone else.
Correct.
And then nobody's going to want to invest in it.
Correct. And they like us because we're having fun and they want to be a part of the fun. You know what I mean? They want to be in on it. They want to be in on the Skull Yeah brothers. They want to be in on the joke. You know what I mean? That's why these new people keep showing up at our shows. And that's why our fucking Instagram DMs keep blowing up. People asking us to play shows with us. Because like they want to be in on it, which is crazy because it's the opposite. We wanted to be in on it with everybody else.
Yeah. Coming into the Pittsburgh scene, we saw how everyone was, and we were like, opposite. "Fuck, we want to be like, we just want to do what everyone does and just."
Crash Nebula was very, very welcomed, like by everybody else in the Pittsburgh proper scene. Like these guys from from the AK Valley who had this band, who have this vision, who want to just, hang out with their bros and come and do this.
Yeah.
And
the vision of hanging out with bros.
and bro vision. 2026.
And also like play music. What actually is kind of crazy. And like, before I knew you guys, like I didn't really like know what to think, like what you guys were going to be like personality wise, because I listened to your music before I got to know you. And I'm like, based on like just your music, I don't expect you guys to like be like that way with your personalities. And then it's because all the songs are like, there's serious subject matter in the songs. They're like about being sad and like, you know what I mean? A man dealing with his emotions. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, like over...
This is a group therapy session.
I've known so many people over the course of my life, being in music, playing in bands. I've done this podcast for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
A lot of people. And what I have always found is that the people that do write that real heavy music, real like with heavy subject matter, tend to like in their normal day-to-day be pretty happy-go-lucky because they have to be.
Yes.
It's the people that write the happy songs that are always those are the scary ones.
Yeah, those are the psychopaths.
Because that's the thing. It's like, okay, this is my time to get these feelings out. I get them out on stage, but then, okay, great. Now I can just hang out. The people that have to like exercise happiness.
Correct. And there are those people.
Yeah,
they know who they are.
Yeah, like, I mean, I grew up listening to Title V Basement and Citizen. That was like, and of course, So Far, since I ripped off a lot of their riffs. But like, my number one thing is like, whenever me and Shane are talking about lyrics or anything, because, I try to be like as authentic as we can. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to say this because Weather is about a bad breakup, but I don't want to just like make songs about like just breaking up or going through like
girls. You know what I mean? Like not just a bunch of songs.
Love.
Yeah.
Love.
Correct.
I wanted something like poetic. I think pop punk could be a little poetic. You know what I mean? Like just like
Descendants. Everything sucks. Poetry in motion.
Yeah,
top to bottom.
Authenticity is what I really like.
Balance and composure.
Authenticity is like really what I want to focus on with like lyrics and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people like they don't care about lyrics, but like when it came to like writing like the hooks of like some of our early songs like Amorous or like stuff like that, I wanted to be like poetic in how I wrote lyrics, but also I wanted people to have that same feeling that I got when I listened to the story so far, where the angry finger pointing just happens. You know what I mean?
From my perspective as a songwriter and a lyricist, if I don't genuinely believe like what the words are, it's hard for me to emote it in a way that's worth a fuck when it comes to performing it or recording it.
Correct.
Like if I can't relate to this, then I can't give it the energy that it needs.
Yeah. I mean, it can hit in a bunch of different ways. Even if you listen to a song that you don't relate to, that you're like, oh, that's a different perspective. You know what I mean? I mean, like, any way you can grab it is, cool. Like
there's no wrong way to make art. Well, actually, there is, but we're not going to talk about AI.
Well, you can call that art.
I wouldn't even put it in that category, brother.
Yeah.
Me and my best friend Mikey, we were talking about the artwork that's just a banana duct taped to the wall.
Oh yeah.
And it sold for all that money, and it's just, I think the name of the piece was called Comedy, which is peak, like so peak, and that's art to me because if you can write a 10-page paragraph essay or a 10-page essay in MLA format, about something stupid like that,
sure,
it can be art.
Sure,
in my eyes.
Yeah, but the 9 times out of 10, those stories are just millionaires hiding their money and assets. But we're not going to get into that conversation.
Let's not get into politics here because I'm angry enough as it is nowadays, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is good energy only here. We're not doing
the outside world's okay. Nothing's wrong in America.
If you want that, you can actually get. Brad just started a new band. They're very like a Rage Against the Machine.
Oh,
type of band.
Okay.
With Jake Strom on guitar. So if you want to reconnect with Brad and you're looking for I forget what their band name is called, but they got some riffs, brother.
Yeah, the riffs are coming.
Tight.
The riff storms are coming.
But if you want to talk politics, talk to my roommate Brad. Yeah.
Well, before we pull the plug on today's episode, I'm not on the camera. There I am. Hi. Before we wrap things up, is there anything else that you two handsome gentlemen want to let the world know?
Listen to more Pittsburgh bands. shout out Main Street Detour, Go for the Gold. Mallory Run, My Favorite Liar, my band Urban Doctors. If you want to listen to them, and I love you all.
Hell yeah! I just want to shout out like the Pittsburgh local scene in general, because I know it sounds like when I list all of our accomplishments and everything as our band, it kind of sounds like I'm bragging about it a little bit, but like more so, I don't think it's as much so as to say about what we do. It's more so about what everybody else does. Like we wouldn't be Crash Nebula if the people weren't showing up singing the songs back to us. We wouldn't be if people weren't, moshing and dancing and circle pitting and, buying the merch. It takes a village. Like it truly, truly does. And like Pittsburgh, I've toured all over the country with multiple bands. And I can safely say that Pittsburgh goes 1-for-1 with any big market. I mean, we're not like a big city. We're in between like Cleveland and Columbus and Philadelphia, and we get skipped over by a lot of
It's a bubble that's getting bigger.
However, if it's always worth coming here. Like there are some cities, I'm not going to say the names of them, but there's some cities I know that my tour bands purposely skip over because their local scenes are bad. Like they don't show up. Like the same thing. Like the East Coast is really good. West Coast is really good for the most part. But like when you get like to the Midwest, and things get dicey, and people consider Pittsburgh and Ohio as part of the Midwest because you're not technically over towards those big cities like Philadelphia, and we don't have like a very populous city. So it's kind of on us. We kind of have some adversity to work through to get us to that point. And so all that being said, like we're still 1-for-1 with all those big cities. We don't have to try. Like the bands here are really fucking good. We just talked about Go for the Gold, how good they are. That's just one example. You got Heading North. You got fucking Mallory Run. You got fucking Frame and Mantle. We said all these really good bands that they could easily be from anywhere in the country. Any of these big markets that have these huge bands coming out of them. Pittsburgh goes 1-for-1. Every good band that you can name from a different city, I can name you a Pittsburgh band that's just as good, if not better. So it's like, I just want to shout out.
Oh, we're talking shit now.
Now we're just talking shit.
Yo, fuck everywhere else, dude.
We're Pittsburgh.
We should talk shit on Philadelphia in preparation for the show.
No. But
anyway,
I just want to like just say like into the void, into the internet, like just thank you everybody, because if this podcast outlives me, this is kind of like my legacy to my community. So yeah, if I didn't get on film of me saying thank you to everybody, it's on here now. Thank you everybody. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate you, Brian, for having us on your podcast here, brother.
Yeah,
Skull, yeah, brother. Oh, that was really good.
That was clean.
That was really good.
And one thing that I kind of want to wrap up on is a point that you had just kind of said. Mm-hmm. You kind of were just like talking about like, oh, I'm saying these things about myself and the band, and I don't like it to sound like I'm bragging. Mm-hmm. The TLDR of this, in my old age, what I've come to find is brag. You should fucking brag. You should be proud of yourself, because I can't help but feel like I might be somewhat further in life had I actually bragged a bit. I feel like I spent too much time being a little bit too modest, not telling people that I'm doing this or that, being quiet, the quiet guy in the corner, seeing other people get opportunities for things that maybe I could have done. And who knows? Brag. Tell people about your shit. Be loud. Be excited about it.
Know when to turn it on. You know what I mean? Know when to flex nuts, really.
Yeah, I guess don't be annoying about it.
Yeah.
But I think
Nick. No.
That's just something that I think that like, especially like in like alternative subcultures tend to be stereotypically made up of like introverted people, and being in a band is a very extroverted thing. Yes. And it's hard to do this sort of stuff. And like, how do you balance all of this?
You got a lot of switches you got to flip back and forth, on, off, you know,
just like, man, you know, I wish I would have been a little bit louder and a little bit more excited about what I was doing in my 20s.
Correct. You were really proud of it then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I brag about what Chain Star was as a band, and I brag about it now. But whenever we were a band, I wasn't bragging or saying much of anything. You know what I mean? But I look back at it now, like, man, I should have flexed nuts a little bit harder. A little bit, you know? Like, but here I am now. I guess I can learn to flex a little bit harder.
This was great group therapy, man. Thank you again for doing this.
I feel better about myself after today.
I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come by and chat today. You know, for anybody out there that is not already friends or family or acquainted with Crash Nebula, please be sure to check them out on your favorite streaming platform or at your favorite local music venue. If you don't have a favorite local music venue, it's time to change that. Go out to a fucking show. Why are you just listening to us talk about it? Go experience it. It's a lot more entertaining than this.
Go to shows.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Go to shows so places like the Sports Bar can stay open and keep hosting them. And so other people with a little bit of money will be encouraged to open up their other venues because we are running out of spaces for bands to play.
Correct. Spaces are so important.
A lot of bands, not a lot of places to play.
No.
Correct.
No.
Spaces are really important to have, man.
And like, you know, you can have all that. I feel like we're getting into another fucking 20-minute conversation, but you can have all of the like DIY spaces in the world, but it's like so hard because it's like there's automatically a ceiling put on it. And if we're trying to grow past a certain threshold, you have to get out of those spaces. Those spaces are important, but we need those spaces to exist and other spaces like the Sports Bar, which is still DIY, but it's at least a level up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a stage and some lights.
You have to build the steps.
People can get a drink if they want to drink, you know?
Correct.
Like it feels more like a real thing, especially to what would we say? The muggles, right? The people that don't play in bands. Like getting those people out to shows is so hard.
See, I call them people normies.
And like, you drag a normie out to Roboto, they're never going to come to a show again. You're cooked.
Yeah, they're not going to like that. There's nowhere for them to go. They have to go off the premises to get food or a
shout
drink.
Outs to Roboto. No shade, but that's just the reality of the situation.
Correct. And they know that.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
My mom and her friends growing up would not want to come to my shows if I was playing for a bottle.
Correct. And like my parents would, people like my parents would have a lot better time going to like Bottle Rocket or Sports Bar where they can go and get a beer, you know, for cheap too. You know, and
yeah, I mean,
Bottle Rocket might be my favorite place to be at to see a show.
Correct.
Right now, it changes every show. But
there's a whole conversation to have about like, you know, when you're building a community, that community is more than just musicians and like making these shows a space that's entertaining for everybody that's going to come out. Because for a lot of these people, this might be like their one night that week or maybe even that month that they're able to go out.
Yeah, because people work and live an hour away from the city.
Yeah.
You know, I got my work truck outside.
It's a huge fucking commitment, you know. You're gonna drag, you know, fucking Ted from landscaping down to fucking Roboto. He's gonna be like, what the fuck did I drive down here for?
Yeah.
Like that's like your band was cool, but like
the music could be amazing and they'd still be like, this sucks.
People, it's the thing. It's like people, they need more. And like, again, we're not going to get into the whole conversation about that. But anyways, it takes a village, brothers. It takes a village.
And thank you for being a part of the village.
Hey, I'm
for having us with
doing my
part
best.
Of your
Appreciate
village,
you coming on.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do my little outro and then that'll be it. And that is, oh my God, wait. I still don't know how to work any of this shit. And that's all, folks. Thanks so much for being here. One more time. Crash, Nebula, Jake, Nick, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back again next week with another episode. Same time, same place, same channel. You know the drill. My name is Brian Sykes-House. Start the Beat is the podcast. 2026 is the year. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. Peace out. We did it. That was a fucking podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, brother.
Dude. Wow.
Yes. So much fun. That was a lot of fun. I felt more comfortable as it went through because I'm just like, fuck, 3 cameras. Oh no. I was like, well, only one of them's on me. We're good, dude.
You had like a director.